I gave you my heart.
Hi guys, so welcome back sa ating YouTube channel. So ito na yung pangatlong topic para dito sa ating Poisson random variable. So this is lesson 4.4.3.3. So computing the Poisson distribution function. So pasensya, medyo yung iba madali ma-compute, hindi ko rin kasi inaasahan. Pero again, ang goal ko lang naman talaga is ma-highlight sa inyo or ma-distinguish nyo yung pinagkaiba-iba ng mga topic natin. Okay, so now, Poisson random variable is usually a good approximation for such diverse phenomena as the following. So, kagaya nga rin nun, so kung kaya nyo computein yung mga misprint o yung mga defective parts o yung mga alpha particle, pwede rin natin siya pang compute para sa mga diverse phenomena. Bakit? Napakabihira din ito. Okay, so yun naman kasi talaga yung purpose ni Poisson random variable. So, the number of earthquake occurring during some fixed time span. So, fixed time span. So, hindi yan yung during sa buong lifespan natin. So, again, for example, time span. So, for example, within a week, within 2 weeks, yung mga ganun. Okay, so the number of wars per year. So, napaka-seldom din talaga mangyari yan kung merong war. So, sana wag naman. Then, the number of electrons emitted from a heated cathode during a fixed time period. So, ito ay something about sa chemistry na. So, kung alam niyo yung cathode, yung mga anode. So, kayo na rin bahala maganda dyan. Then, the number of deaths in a given period of time of the policyholder of a life insurance company. So, isa rin sa bihira. Tama. So, hindi naman porket kumuha ka ng insurance, sigurado mamatay ka eh. Okay, so kinuha mo lang naman yun is just for security mo someday. Okay, so now, let's have an example. So, kagaya nga sinasabi ko, ma-apply natin yan dun sa ating mga ano. Now, suppose that earthquake occur in the western portion of the United States in accordance with assumption 1, 2, and 3, and lambda is equal to 2. So meaning, and lambda is equal to n with 1 week as a unit of time. So, ibig sabihin lang niya, so, parang dalawang earthquake yung usually nag-exist. So, in a specific time. Okay, so, ito yung tanong. So, find the probability that at least 3 earthquake occur during the next 2 weeks. Okay, so for letter A, paano natin siya isa-solve? So, sabi, next 2 weeks, no? Let n, so kung yan, ganyan yung term, so next 2 weeks yung gusto natin mangyari. So, let n of 2 be the Poisson random variable. Okay, with lambda is equal to 2. So, kaya nilagay ko n of 2 means within 2 weeks. So, ito yung lambda is equal to 2. So, next 2 weeks, within next 2 weeks. So, no, ano pinapahanap? Find the probability that at least 3 earthquake occur. So, ito ngayon, no, 1, 2, 3. So, yan yung in accordance. So, 3 earthquake occur, no, at least 3 earthquake. So, the probability of n of 2, at least so this is greater than or equal to 3. Okay? So, syempre, ang hirap naman computing na kasi hindi natin alam yung dulo. So, syempre, by definition ng probability or complement, this is just 1 minus the probability of n of 2 less than 3. Or meaning, this is just the probability of 1 minus the probability of n of 2 is equal to 0 para sa una, minus probability ng n of 2 is equal to 1 minus the probability of n of 2 is equal to 2. Kasi hanggang dyan lang naman. Totally. So now, substitute na lang natin yan. So, lambda lang naman yung given. So, this is just 1 minus e raised sa negative 2. Tama? Then, this is 2 raised sa 0 over 0 factorial. Minus e raised sa negative 2. Then, 2 raised sa 1 over 1 factorial. Minus e raised sa negative 2. Then, 2 raised sa 2 over 2 factorial. Okay? So, therefore, this is just equal sa 1 minus, so 2 raised to 0, 0 factorial is 1. So, this is 1 minus e raised to 2. Okay, minus 2 e raised to 2. Then, 4 divided by 2. So, this is minus 2 e raised to 2. Or simply, this is just 1 minus 5 e raised to negative 2. Or approximately, complete natin. So, this is 1 minus 5 alpha raised to negative 2. Okay, so 1 minus 5 e raised to negative 2. So, that is 0.3233. So, ganun yung probability na magkaroon ng earthquake within 2 weeks. So, again, kaya nagkaroon ng ganyang probability kasi Kasi meron silang assumption. Kumbaga, in every week, merong assumption na possible na magkaroon ng 1 and 2 and 3, and in experience or by nature, meron daw talagang 2 earthquake by kada week na nangyayari dun. So, kung nag-work ka sa pillbox or sa mga something na gano'n, lagi naman talaga totally sa mga place na may mga nag-exist na laging mga earthquake pero napakahina. So, yung iba hindi talaga totally nararamdaman ng mga tao. So, kung quiet nyo sila. So, hindi ako sure kung ilan yung approximate everyday sa isang specific location natin, pero madalas yan malapit sa mga vulkan. So, kagaya ng bansa natin, since nasa Pacific Ring of Fire tayo, so talagang prone tayo sa mga earthquake. So, yung mga nararamdaman natin pag mas malakas, yun yung mga medyo mataas yung magnitude. Okay, pero again, isa sa naalala ko, everyday nagkakaroon talaga ng earthquake kahit din sa atin. So, hindi ko naman sinasabing may specific time or specific place, pero laging may earthquake, napakahina lang talaga ng iba. Kumbaga parang pagyanig lang, kumbaga hindi mo nararamdaman actually. So, kumbaga hindi na umaabot sa impact sa ground. So, nasa ilalim lang talaga siya usually. Okay? So, now letter B. Ang tanong, no? Find the probability distribution of the time starting from now until the next week of earthquake. Okay, find the probability starting from now. So, starting from now until the time of next week. So, yun yung pinapa-compute sa atin. So, kumbaga, parang pinapahanap. Anong find the probability? So, let x, ito na yung random variable of less than or equal to t. So, let t yung time natin. So, time na. So, kumbaga walang specific na pinabibigay. Okay, so, similarly, since yan yung pinapahanap, so, kumbaga, ito yung hanggang specific time. So, from the time now, that is 0 up to time next week. So, hindi natin alam kung ilan yun. So, since hindi natin alam kung ilan yun, so, therefore, this is just 1 minus the probability. Okay, 1 minus the probability of x is greater than or equal to t. Okay, so now, ito yung medyo napagtaka. So, kasi until next week, kasi baliktad yung nangyari. So, di ba ang sabi, kung yung probability ng x is greater than or equal to t, this is just simply equal sa probability ng n of t, so specific time, is equal to 0. Okay, so sir, bakit mo sabi? Kasi ito nangyari, find the probability distribution of the time t today starting from now, so starting from now until the next week earthquake, So the next week earthquake, magre-reset siya into 0. So ibig sabihin lang, next week earthquake, so next week time nun, so reset sa 0, so meaning yung time nun. Kaya yung x is greater than t, is na dyan. So therefore, ano equivalent nito? This is just equal sa, so balik na natin sa taas, no? So this is just equal sa 1 minus the probability of n of t is equal to 0. So, substitute lang natin. This is 1 minus, so ito na yung lambda na. So, again yung lambda natin dito is t na. Okay, so, yung I na natin dyan is t. So, yung lambda pa rin natin is similar pa rin sa nakaraan. So, again, wala naman sinabi na lambda na. So, hindi ko nagagamit yung lambda. Kumbaga, probability distribution. So, kumbaga, parang recursive, yung formula na pinapahanap. So, hindi natin kailangan gamitin yung lambda na 2. Kailangan natin gamitin yung t. So, parang kanina, yung x is equal to 0. So, anong nangyari lang dito? Ulit nga. Yung lambda na yan is just yung time t. Okay, then yung solve ko na nga lang, nalilito ko sa time eh. So, this is okay, raised sa negative lambda t. Okay, so kasi time t siya. Okay, gets ko na. Ulit the probability of x is greater than or equal to t is equal to probability n of t is equal to 0. Okay, so ang ibig sabihin ng ang probability ng n of 2 is equal to 0. N of 2 is equal to 0 is raised sa negative 2. Again, raised sa negative 2 kasi yun yung lambda 2. Ngayon, yung t natin is yung lambda. Ang lambda ng t na to, okay, ang lambda ng t na to is lambda t. Okay, again, ang lambda ng t na to is lambda t kasi specific time. So, ito, may specific time na to, kumbaga 2 something. So, ibig sabihin, ang lambda natin dito is lambda t. So, this is negative lambda t. So, this is just negative lambda t. So, this is just negative lambda t. Okay, tapos yung lambda ilalagay pa natin dito. So, this is negative lambda t raised sa 0 over 0 factorial. So, therefore, the probability of x is greater than t okay, is just equal, hindi yan. The probability of x is less than or equal to t until the time t is just equal sa 1 minus e raised sa negative lambda t. So, ito yung kanyang probability distribution. So, kumbaga, ang tanong is parang, ano yung formula? Kumbaga, ano yung formula na magdedetermine? So, kumbaga, kunyari, isa't natin yung time na 2. So, that is 2 weeks from now. So, that is 2 lambda. Okay, das magbigay ng specific na lambda. So, ayun yung ating kinukuha. So, tandaan, yan yung naging kanyang application. So, again, siya ay na-apply natin sa ating mga natural phenomena. So, now, lastly, syempre, kung yung binomial random variable, may relationship si probability of x is equal to k plus 1, saka si x is equal to k, x is equal to k, syempre, meron din relationship tong dalawang to. So, starting from this, so if x is a Poisson random variable with parameter lambda, then the probability of x is equal to I plus 1 or probability of x is equal to I is simply, so simplify natin to, no? So, ulitin ko lang. So, this is just probability of x is equal to I plus 1 all over probability ng x is equal to I. So, ipalit natin yung ating mga sa probability mass function. So, sa probability mass function, pag I plus 1 tayo, so may lambda lang tayo. So, this is e raised sa negative lambda. Tapos, lambda raised sa I plus 1 all over I plus 1 factorial. Okay, then all over e raised sa negative lambda, lambda raised to I over I factorial. Okay, so ganyan nangyari. Next is cancel yung lambda obviously. So, ang natira na lang sa taas is lambda ng I plus 1 all over I plus 1 lambda. Then, i-reciprocate ko na to. So, pag nag-reciprocate to, this is just I factorial all over lambda I. Tapos mag-factor out lang tayo ng I dito. O ng lambda, this is just lambda raised to I times lambda all over I plus 1. So, labas ko yung I plus 1. Tapos may matitira lang I factorial. Okay, then sa kabila, this is I factorial over lambda factorial. So, obviously may makakancel, no? So, ang cancel is ito. Bakit ako nakaganto? So, ito ay, So, ito ay lambda raised to I. So, cancel din yan. So, nakakancel, nagagawa ko rin. Okay, so again, diyan factorial. So, lambda raised to I, lambda raised to I. So, therefore, ano natirang sagot natin dito? So, this is just simply equal sa, so, therefore, the probability of x is equal to I plus 1 all over the probability of x is equal to I is just equal sa lambda over I plus 1. Okay, next is, kung natin relationship, so this implies na pag gusto kong kunin yung probability ng x is equal to I plus 1, assuming 2, so kailangan ko lang kunin yung lambda over I plus 1 multiplied by probability ng x is equal to I. Okay, so yan yung magiging formula. So, hindi na ako magbibigay ng example kasi alam niyo naman na gagawin dito. So, kunyari, gusto kong kunin yung probability ng 3, given na may probability na ng 2. So, given na sa Poisson random variable, ganito na lang gagawin po. Lambda over I plus 1 or lambda over 2, lambda over 3 times yung probability that x is equal to 2. Okay? So, that's all in this video. So, thank you for watching. So, again, hoping na nag-enjoy ka. Tapos, panoorin mo pa yung mga next natin na discrete random variable. So, meron pa tayong hypergeometric, meron pa tayong negative binomial, tapos meron pa tayong geometric random variable.